Haven, I want to understand how you ended up at Roosevelt University. You took a non-traditional route, homeschooling, going to community college, didn't really have that traditional high school career, but again, you trained really hard. So how did Roosevelt become the school that was on your radar from Mazeppa, Minnesota?
So I started working when freshman year of high school right away, because I knew that I was gonna have to pay like to go to college auditions and stuff like that. So I started working immediately, and then when it finally came time to audition for colleges, I auditioned at 8 schools, and I tried to smush as many into one trip as I could. So I would take trips and then try to make it as cheap as possible. And I ended up getting accepted to 7 of the 8 that I auditioned at. Um, and so coming to Roosevelt, really, Roosevelt, to be completely honest, was not at the top of my radar when I auditioned at it at all. Um, but when I saw the faculty at my audition and I got to talk to the faculty, they really changed my view on Roosevelt. So it became one of my top schools really fast, mostly because of the faculty. Judith Haddon really was the person who made me want to come here. She reached out to me and she just went out of her way to make sure that I felt welcomed at Roosevelt. And she ended up helping me find more scholarship. And so scholarship was a huge part of it, but the fact that I felt wanted at this university, I think that's a huge part when you're picking schools, to not just go where you get in, but to go where you feel like you will fit and like they want you there as a valuable addition to their school.
Yeah, I think that what you hit on is so important. And I haven't really heard a lot of people talk about that, to go to a place where you feel wanted, as opposed to a place where you want to go so badly. And then once you get in, there isn't really a person or a place. You're just there because you're there. But when you go to a place where you're really wanted and have support, it changes the whole dynamic.